That's a very good question. I think a couple of words that you probably are surprised I didn't use. One is AI, and then the other one is machine learning. And I deliberately did not use those words. I use the word no coding quite often, and tendency for a lot of people is to call it artificial intelligence, uh, and use that as marketing hype. Um, Fortunately, here at Symbiome, we call it just technology that enables us to do no coding. Now, in terms of AI, that's again, I leave that up to others to hype that up. But in terms of machine learning, right? Machine learning, as it exists today and in the future, is primarily going to be the ability to look at your data and ability to predict how things are going to go for your company using advanced statistical tools. That really is machine learning, and the ability to analyze your data, find patterns in those. People call it deep learning. People call it by various things. At the end of the day, you still need to be able to model your data after you get insights into it and use that to predict things. Um, so some of the things that you can see is probably going to start with the word that was used earlier, which is in a big data. And I'm going to not use the word big data. I'm just going to say, uh, the data warehousing capabilities of different organizations. People are going to be able to start using statistical methods to do some amount of machine learning and learn to predict behavior within their organization based on their data structures. That's not going to be general purpose. I don't believe there will be general purpose machine learning that is going to be applicable to everyone. Everybody needs to be able to do their own. And then further extending that, today, a lot of machine learning is point machine learning, meaning people look at specific processes and try to incorporate machine learning into those specific processes so they can predict the outcome and drive towards that. That's one aspect that's going to continue to grow. The thing that is going to eventually become even bigger is to be able to leverage those kind of technologies across the entire process and be able to do things. Now, there's two things that's going to happen. One is going to make the processes more efficient. There's going to be a lot more automation introduced because you're able to make decisions based on these algorithms that's going to be made by machines. Consequently, there's going to be probably a reduction in terms of the number of people we need who are doing those kind of work today, and we're going to need people with higher level of experience in terms of those machine learning algorithms and being able to analyze those. So that's one aspect. That's in terms of the industry itself. In terms of what we here at Symbiome will do is we'll provide those kind of machine learning capabilities to our both our enterprise customers and our small business customers to be able to apply to their data that, as I said, is going to be defined by them, and be able to leverage those kind of predictions to see where their processes are moving, what their cost structure is going to be in the future, and how are they able to compete against others? How are they able to price their services based on information they have that's going to tell them what their cost is? These are things that today, people kind of say, I want a 40% margin or whatever, and they live with a lower margin because the expenses were more than their predictions, and they don't care at this time. But as things get more competitive, you're going to find that those minor percentages are going to make more differences. You need to be able to manage your expense. You need to be able to bring in the revenue that you said you were going to bring in. If you're not able to bring in the revenue, you need to understand why. In order to understand why, you need to apply machine learning concepts to your data. So there's going to be a huge impact in the industry because of machine learning. And it's not necessarily because it's artificial intelligence, it's because people are going to have tools that will enable them to interpret their data better. And then they'll get better and better at it. And as more people get better and better at it, the more competitive it's going to be. So everybody needs to be on top of their game, which is what I said about the SMBs earlier on. They need to be on top of their game to compete against the larger enterprises. Nobody's going to give you a pass because you're a company with less than 10 employees competing against a company that has 10,000 employees. You need to be able to provide the same kind of service that a company with 10,000 employees is able to provide with your 10 people at a much lower cost to the customer, because the company with 10,000 employees has built its reputation. People trust them. You need to be able to, offset some of that trust that you need to build by providing them a better cost structure. And that's all of this is going to be very, very critical in the next stage of business as we evolve from 2020 in towards the mid 2020s, the mid 20s, and even the late 20s and early 30s. It's going to be very, very interesting to see who applies these technologies well and who falls behind. There may be some large companies that are going to have trouble, as you already know. Some of the mega corporations from 20, 30 years ago are no longer around. So it's a race towards better technology. And if you're a small business, I would say jump on that right now. Find a product that you like. Hopefully it'll be Symbiome that enables you to gain that advantage over fellow small business owners and be able to compete against the large enterprises. We'll see how things turn out in the next 3, 4, 5 years. And then new challenges will come up, or new technologies may come up, and it'll be interesting to see how it evolves after that.
I want to say thank you so much, Mr. Raj. It has been such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you've shed a lot of light in all that we wanted to hear. And it has been a very useful meeting with you. So thank you for your time. And thank you for all your wisdom that you have shared upon us. Thank you.
I appreciate you taking the time to sit with me. Thank you.